Hi all, welcome to Tech Pointer. Couple of years before, 25,000 was enough to buy only a mid-tier smartphone with average performance. But today we have thousands of models from a variety of brands to choose from. Today let's see which are our best possible options under 25,000. Last but not the least, we have the Samsung Galaxy A51 6GB 128GB variant costing 23,999. There is a Full HD Plus Super AMOLED panel on the front and an optical in-display fingerprint scanner. Powered by the Samsung's in-house Exynos 9611 and 4000 mAh battery with 15W fast charging. On the rear, there is a quad sensor array with a 48 megapixel primary shooter, 12 megapixel wide angle, and two 5 megapixel units dedicated for macro and depth. At the front, there is a single conjugate camera of 32 megapixels. You can buy the A51 in three color options: prism black, blue, and white. On the fourth place is the Xiaomi Redmi K20, retailed at 22,999 for the 6GB 128GB variant. On the front, there is a Full HD Plus Super AMOLED panel and an optical in-display fingerprint scanner beneath. K20 is powered by the Snapdragon 730 chipset used from a 4000 mAh battery with 18W fast charging. There is a triple optic setup at the rear with a 48 megapixel primary along with an 8 megapixel telephoto and 13 megapixel wide angle. On the flip side, there is a 20 megapixel selfie shooter housed in a motorized pop-up. You can choose between four available colors: the carbon black, glacier blue, flame red, and pearl white. Number 3 in the line, we have the Oppo Reno2 F with a price tag of 21,990 for the 8GB 256GB model. The display is a Full HD Plus AMOLED panel and an optical fingerprint scanner under the display for security. Workload is handled by the MediaTek Helio P70 SoC, powering which is a 4000 mAh battery with 20W fast charging. The quad optic setup on the rear side sports a 64 megapixel standard lens with an 8 megapixel wide angle and two units of 2 megapixel each for black and white and depth. The motorized pop-up on the front houses a 16 megapixel shooter. The Reno2 F comes in two color options: sky white and lake green. On the second place, we have the Realme X2 8GB 128GB variant costing 19,999. This is our best value for money pick out of the list. X2 features a Full HD Plus Super AMOLED panel under which there is an optical fingerprint scanner. The phone is powered by the Snapdragon 730G and 4000 mAh battery with 30W fast charging. The quad camera assembly at the rear consists of a 64 megapixel primary lens paired with an 8 megapixel wide angle unit, 2 megapixel macro and 2 megapixel depth sensor. On the face, there is a 32 megapixel selfie shooter in a teardrop notch. X2 ships in three color options: pearl green, white and blue. The number 1 of our list is the Xiaomi Redmi K20 Pro at 23,999 for the 6GB 128GB variant. On the front, there is a Full HD Plus Super AMOLED panel and an optical in-display fingerprint scanner. K20 Pro is probably one of the cheapest smartphones sporting a Snapdragon 800 series SoC. Under the hood, K20 is powered by a 4000 mAh battery with 27W fast charging. The triple rear setup include a 48 megapixel primary complemented by an 8 megapixel telephoto and 13 megapixel wide angle units. Selfies are handled by a 20 megapixel shooter housed in a motorized pop-up. You can choose between four color options: the carbon black, glacier blue, flame red and pearl white. Here is a one-shot comparison of the specifications. The best for you depends on your taste and style. Let me know which one is your pick in the comment section below.